sounds like our Mandy, Dad. She must have locked herself in. I'll go and let her out, eh?
No, you won't. Because I locked her in.
Dad. You can't do that.
So you want to go through with this annulment business, do you? You want her off with the vet?
No, of course I don't. But locking her in? I tell you what, Dad. Lisa will go mad when she finds out.
I'll deal with that. Anyway, I'm hoping that a touch of solitary will bring Mandy to her senses. Lisa might never have to know.
Dad, she's gonna come through that door.
No, she won't. She's had nought to eat, so her blood sugar will drop like a stone any minute. That'll quieten her down. Now, I'm going to get Belle ready. We're going out. Oh, you'll have to take a day off work. You're on guard duty.
Dad, you can't leave me.
Don't worry. She'll know you're only acting on my orders.
Any chance of a cup of tea? Just leave that, I'll do it. Graham?
I'd rather do it myself, then at least I know it's done properly.
What, like it was totally hopeless before you came around? Stinking headache.
Hangover, you mean?
So what, what's it with you? We had a few mates round, we had a laugh, you know, fun. Where's the help?
The place stinks. Cheap wine and even cheaper perfume.
What, with the lottery winner in our midst? Hardly. Why do you open a window?
I don't think it's too much to expect people not to touch my things.
Why, what's happened?
My CDs, for instance.
What, someone moved them out of order?
Oh, did you all have a good laugh about it? Men, what are they like, eh? I can just imagine you sniggering at my expense.
Are you sure it's not you who's got the hangover? Look, just forget the tea. I'll go to the diner.
You all right, Mandy? Can I make you a cup of tea?
You know you can...
Look, Mandy, my dad just wants you to have some time to think.
I'm going to give you one last chance to put it right, Butch. Now open the door.
I can't do that.
Yes, you can. Do you want me to hate you?
No. That's the last thing I want.
You've got to take it on your shoulders and stand up to me, Uncle Zach. How do you expect any woman to fall in love with you when you can't even decide what's right?
Look, I know what you're doing, Mandy. You're just trying to twist things to get your own way. I hate it when you do that. Why can't you just accept things?
Because I want to be happy with Paddy!
So I've got to be unhappy, have I? Eh? Sign those papers and betray me dad all at the same time. You might not love me, Mandy, but my dad does.
He can't love you that much if he makes you do all his dirty work for him. You'll always be a coward, Butch, unless you stand up to him.
I might be a coward, but I'm the coward who's got the key.
Butch! Butch!
Hey, I bet you needed all that grease on your stomach after last night.
Don't start, Betty. I've already had Graham having a go at me.
So, what did you think of our Stella? Fickle finger of fate, eh?
Oh, I'd love to be Stella. No money worries, no men to have to make excuses to for enjoying yourself.
So you think you've made a mistake then, throwing your hat in the ring with him so quick?
I think Rachel's come in for a quiet breakfast, Betty.
Yeah, well, I'll talk in a whisper if you spilt beans. All right, tea and toast then, is it?
Maybe that's the downside of having a fellow who's so domesticated.
It was more than the house being untidy, Kathy. He was so cold with me.
Oh, well, you know how intimidated blokes can be by a room full of screeching women.
You should have seen his face, though, Kathy.
Not working today, Butch?
Oh, here we go, the third degree.
I was only being polite.
Yeah, well, it always starts that way, doesn't it? Next thing you know, you've admitted to some crime or other.
Who has?
I have.
You've committed a crime?
See, even you're accusing me now.
I'm afraid this is all rather confusing.
Yeah, well, you started it. Just like I said you would. See, you ask me things and then I say things that I don't really want to say.
Well, then don't say another word and I'll be on my way.
Yeah, but Vic, I'm in trouble. Got nowhere to turn.
Now we're getting somewhere. you want to tell me about it, or should we carry on with the guessing game?
Mandy wants out of our marriage. She wants me to agree to it.
I can't say I find that too much of a surprise. What do you intend doing about it?
I don't really know. My dad's had this idea about locking her in her room until she comes to her senses.
Well, that wouldn't help, would it?
I know. She'll kill us when she gets out.
You've actually done it.
I know you'd worm it out of us.
Yeah, what do you think? I mean, these are Zoe's magazines, so everything's like top-of-the-range stuff.
If it's good enough for Zoe.
I saw a suite like this in Leeds, though. £1,000 on interest-free credit.
Hey?
Well, the one Zoe would have is 3,000, Roy. You do want us to have nice stuff, don't you?
Yeah, but £1,000 to part you're behind on. Anyway, where are you going to put it?
In our house. Where do you think?
What house?
The one we're going to get for when we get married. Oh, don't look at me like that. I want us to start saving.
I am, but I'm only a mechanic's golfer, Kelly.
Well, that's the other thing I meant to say. You'll need a pay rise.
Everyone needs a pay rise, Kelly.
I know. So I've asked for one. You get nothing if you don't ask.
You've made a mistake, but you're here to put it right, and that's what counts.
Yeah, well, I hope our Mandy sees it like that.
Oh, I'm sure she will, given time. A lot of time. Now you go in, and I'll hang back a moment, check the lie of the land.
You're more scared than I am.
Just remember what we talked about.
See, Mandy? I'm not all bad. I've come back. I see you've stopped kicking the door then.
There's no point hurting myself. Unless he's going to be back in a couple of hours to let me out anyway. Let's give me time to pack. I knew you were in there somewhere. Your packet.
Do I have a choice?
Of course you've got a choice, Butch, which is a lesson you've got to learn. That's my final offer. It's the only thing you can get from me. Oh, look, it's the vicar. Just what we needed. You been spilling your guts out to Ashley again, Butch, telling him how bad you've been treated?
No.
Well, come on in, vicar. She always seems to turn up when the dingles are at the lowest.
Mum, do you think Roy's good enough for Kelly?
You wait till you've got kids of your own. You start off with the highest hopes, and then they hit puberty and you do anything for a quiet life. Well, that's what we get from Roy Glover. And we should all be very grateful that she's chosen him.
Fair enough. If you're happy, I'm happy. What do you think about organising a party for them?
Well, that would be a lovely gesture.
Just drinks here tomorrow night, I mean. Just show there's no hard feelings.
Yeah, great.
Hey, you missed hell of a do last night.
Well, I was quite happy giving myself a pedicure, thank you very much.
We had a crate of champagne, just a few select ladies round at Rachel's, and Stella was the life and soul.
Yes, we've had some really great times together. And like I've always said, people with class can get on with anyone.
Talking about her, are you?
I'm as good as anybody, me.
Yeah, of course you are. Just not as lucky, that's all. But then they do say life's a lottery. A lottery, Viv?
Do you want me to leave so you two can talk?
There's nothing to say, Ashley. I love Paddy and he loves me and we're going to be together. Butch has to accept that. We can't help how we feel.
That's the bit that I don't get, Mandy. You see, it's all right for you to have your feelings. And Paddy, and me dad. But what about me?
That's different.
Yeah, but why? Why am I expected to bottle up how I feel? Whenever I say how I'm feeling, everyone calls me a pervert.
That's because your feelings come at the wrong place and at the wrong time.
Mandy, you're now but a... one of those people who says one thing and does another.
Hypocrite.
Aye, that. Well, I've been thinking about this. And I'm going to go ahead with it. Our marriage is finished. I'm sick and tired of being a bloke that everybody blames when you're unhappy.
So that's it? Not even a fight?
That's it. Cross me heart. But it's your funeral. If you want to be with a bloke who puts himself before you every time, someone who's happy to believe lies about you.
Like what?
Like when I said we were sleeping together. I'm sorry, Vicky. I know I shouldn't have done it, but I was a bit stressed. A fella whose mother hates you. And a fella who's always going to be embarrassed by you because he knows that you come from a common family.
All right, but you get the picture.
You know, your feelings for him are a lot weirder than my feelings for you ever were.
I'm not saying that I'm perfect.
Yeah, well, I used to think that you were, Mandy. But now I'm washing my hands of you. I'm not going to be the baddie anymore, just so that you can be one of them people who's hard done by.
A martyr?
Thank you, Vicar.
Thanks for crisps. You can go now if you like. We'll lock up.
Fine. Will you be all right?
Will you? Goodbye, Mandy. And good luck. You're gonna need it.
I know there isn't really anything I can say.
Did I do all right, Vicar?
You were very convincing, Butch. Very convincing indeed. You've done the right thing.
Then why does it hurt so much? I'm upset for her. She's done the wrong thing, our Mandy. She'll have naught but heartache with Paddy.
Many people seem to think that they should be together, that they're meant to be together.
That's because they're the only two who'll have each other.
That's not really the case, though, is it? Especially where Mandy's concerned.
I don't count, Vic. Lassies only come near me when they're dead drunk. They scratch the surface and they see there's nothing underneath it.
That's absolute rubbish. If I didn't know you better, I'd say you were fishing for compliments. Look, in my humble opinion, you've shown great depth of character today. You've proved how much you love someone by letting them go.
Whoever came out with that bunch of old cobblers wants a punch in the face.
I suppose it is an easy thing to say.
Too right. Whoever said that is obviously already very happy with someone. When's it going to be my turn, Vic?
I really don't know.
Couldn't you just make something up? Give me something to aim for.
I do know this. When you find the right person, she'll be lucky to have you.
Do you really mean that, Vic?
I do. I've real faith in you, Butch Dingle.
No one's ever said that to me before. Thanks, Vic.
Where have you been? I've been worried sick. I went down to Pollard's Barn. I nearly came over to your place.
Paddy, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Are you sure? You don't look very well.
I didn't sleep well last night. Butcher's given in.
Yeah. What's he after?
Paddy, don't be so snide. It wasn't easy for him, you know. He's finished with the whole thing, and it's like he's not even bothered.
Well, that's good then, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose it's what we both wanted.
He didn't give you an hard time, did he? Was Zach there?
No, he was out all day. It was just between me and Butch in the end. But when it came to it, it was just so cold.
We should never have come to this in the first place.
Don't even go there. Why do we always have to argue? Why can't we just be happy?
Of course I'm happy.
Then give me a cuddle then. I love you.
Oh, I love you too. I even love Butch a little bit.
you've got every right to be funny with me, but I'm actually trying to say I'm sorry.
Okay, I just can't see why you're so down on me and Kelly.
It freaked me out, I suppose. Me and Kelly, there's a special bond. Well, you know what I'm saying. Listen, why don't we go out, all three of us as mates?
We used to be mates.
Yeah, right, and it can be like that again. Just give me a bit of time, that's all.
I never wanted us to argue in the first place, you know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's my fault, I'm sorry. So tomorrow night, eh?
Scott, get back to the shop. You said you'd cover for me this lunch.
Oh, right, yeah. I'll see you later.
You all right, love? Made friends, have you? Oh. Good. Where's Eric Pollard?
He's just coming.
All right. Well, you, Eric Pollard, with your Pygmalion fantasies.
Pardon?
Trying to pass her off as the Duchess of the North. Did you give her elocution lessons as well?
You keep on talking to her. I'll phone the ambulance. Whiskey, please.
You know very well who I'm talking about. Stella, being a lottery winner.
Viv Wednesday, you little minx. I wanted to speak to him first. Mind you play your cards close to your chest.
Have you two Harridans completely lost the plot?
Well, there have been rumours, Eric.
Well, some people can't keep the club shut.
Stella Jones inherited her money from her dead husband's estate. Any fool could have told you that.
Oh, you man. Whee!
Well, we've had a lovely day, haven't we, Joseph?
Yeah. Oh, have you?
It seemed more practical for me to collect him, especially as you were a bit under the weather.
He said politely.
We've done some shopping for tea, and I thought this might be nice.
Oh.
Think you can manage a drop with your food?
Well, I'll try. You seem a lot happier.
Well, like I said, I've had a lovely day. I'll start the tea.
You let her go. You're talking about her like she's an animal, Dad. She's not an animal. She's a person. I didn't want her to go. I love her. You don't. You just can't accept that she won't do as she's told.
I'm trying to stop her making a terrible mistake.
Look, I think she's making a mistake and all. But there's nothing I could do to stop her. On any road, it's her mistake to make.
You're getting very clever all of a sudden.
What, for a thick blockhead who knows now?
You said it.
So, you're going to give me the heave-ho and all?
Oh, don't be stupid. You know I think the sun shines out of you. Let's go down to the village, see if we can't find her and sort this out.
I don't want to, Dad.
You will do as you're told.
I will do as I see fit. I'm not going to be bullied anymore. Now, excuse me. I said, excuse me. Please, Dad.
This is a nice surprise.
Which was more than I got when you were talking to Woolpack this afternoon.
Oh, I bet they've had a field day.
Quite. I mean, your money and how you acquired it are entirely your own affair, but to find that I am the last person to know is a little galling.
Bernice recognised me, Eric. I couldn't get out of it. Actually, I'm relieved it's all out in the open because I was getting confused myself what I told people.
But couldn't you trust me? Just a little?
Eric, look, I've never had 2 pennies to rub together. Suddenly I got millions, not a clue how to handle it. I mean, wouldn't you have kept quiet?
Yes, well, when you put it like that.
Remember, I had to get you to buy this house for me. I was that useless.
So, your dead financier husband?
I made him up as well.
Ah. So do you think you're more au fait with your millions now?
Well, not exactly. But I'm sure I will be. With a little help from my friends.
What do you want, Scott? We're pretty busy.
I haven't come in to eat.
Oh, that's just as well, because all the lasses...
I mean, all the tables have been taken. I was thinking about organising a surprise do for Roy and Kelly tomorrow night.
What's up, guilty conscience?
Something like that, yeah. Sorry, mate. I'm washing my hair. Look, if Roy and Kelly can see their way to Bernie, actually, then why can't you? Why is it that you still feel bad about sleeping with Kelly after your wife died? No offence intended, just thought it might be your guilty conscience.
Do you want me to put your face back?
No. I want you and Marlon to forget about hating me just for a second and think about Roy and Kelly. Now, I think we're just going for a drink in Hot and then I'm going to bring back to our place afterwards. And if you don't go, it'll look like you just don't give a toss.
What did the little slime ball want?
To invite us to a party.
Eh?
And we're going.
Don't know what's gone on today, but that weren't my butch talking to me. You know, at one point, I thought he was going to take a swing at me.
He'd never do that.
And worst of it is, if he had done, I think he'd have come off best. He had this hard look about him. Not his usual mushball self. Do you know what that means?
He's a grown man.
Worse than that. It means that I'm an old man. I'm past it. Butch! Oh, it's you.
Mandy, love. I don't think this is the right time, not right now.
I just want to make sure Butch is all right. He must have been worried about letting me out this morning.
Why? Were you locked in?
Oh, I don't want to talk about it. It was now.
It's all nout. My niece, who I've stood by through thick and thin, takes herself off with a traitor. And while she's doing it, she turns my own son against me.
Well, he was horrible to me and all. I'm worried about him because he wasn't himself.
Oh, well, that's him and you have changed then. Not nice, is it? Bit of a shock to the system. Ah, we'll get used to it. Same as I've had to with you.
Yeah. Well, if you weren't such a bully. All I wanted...
was your own way when you've got it. Too late to worry about Butch now. You've chosen Paddy over your family, and he's welcome to you. Lisa, what am I gonna do?